All right, enough Nuno. How about some quick hits instead?
Let's go, Gab.
Ole Gunnar Solskjaer mixes things up for Manchester United away to Spurs, gets a resounding 3-0 win. Jules, 5-3-2, Ronaldo and Cavani together up front. Is it that simple? Is he out of the woods now?
Not completely, of course. There's big games coming up. Atalanta, we said in midweek, and City, of course, the derby next Saturday. He had to do something. He had to try something different, to change something. Defensively, they were leaking goals, 4 against Leicester, 5 against Liverpool. That back four and the protection that should have got in midfield was not there anyway. So it's a no-brainer that you go back 5. Varane was fit again, so you bring him in. I thought he brought a lot to Maguire, who was still a bit all over the place at times. And Lindelof, you've got Shaw and Wan-Bissaka. Okay, Wan-Bissaka with the ball is still catastrophic, but at least it's more solid.
I wouldn't call it a no-brainer because I still think it took a little bit of guts because... No, because if they go a goal down in this game, with those people there, I'm sorry, but like the 5 defenders and the 2 midfielders, right? You get the biggest attacking output you're going to get is from Luke Shaw. And let me remind you, it's Luke Shaw.
Yeah.
And then other than that, it's just Bruno. And then you got the 2 strikers, right?
Yeah.
And you're putting the whole world on Bruno's shoulders. And then had they gone to go down, he would have gone and sent on the entire cavalry, Greenwood, Rashford,
but then you
whatever.
You can change. You take Lindelof off and you bring Greenwood or Rashford on. And
I know that I thought he tried something different when he did out of desperation. It worked. The one thing I thought was interesting was all season long we've said, if you want to get the best out of Cristiano, please don't put him on the wing.
Or on his own up front.
Put him or on his own up front.
Yeah.
Put him with somebody. That is how you get the best out of it. I think we saw that. The goal that was disallowed, the way he strikes that ball is just incredible. And we just pause for a moment to recognize that this man is incredibly good at playing the game of football.
Yes,
Can we also recognize that Cavani, in terms of work rate and effort, he may be old, maybe he can't do it 90 minutes every week, but he has so much energy and so much intelligence, and he's so humble working with Cristiano, working for Cristiano.
But it's not just that. It's that the second striker with Cristiano also is a problem for your 2 centre-backs. It's as simple as that. If Cristiano is on his own up front, you 2 centre-backs, Dyer and Romero or whoever you want, would be like, okay, there's 2v1. But now with Cavani, you need, and that's how he scores the goals. And Ben Davies made a mistake. That's how it is. Juventus lost in midweek, as we said in the last show against Sassuolo. They lost again, Gab. This weekend to Hellas Verona and El Cholito as well. Is the pressure mounting now on our friend Max Allegri?
First off, 6 goals in 2 games for Giovanni Simeone. Just saying.
I think he scored 8 in the whole of last season or something.
The pressure is definitely mounting. It's Max Allegri who's putting on the pressure himself. Now the team are going to go into a retiro.
Yeah, I love that for the whole week.
Old school stuff. The last time Juventus did it apparently
2015
was in 2015. For those who don't know, it's this, rather archaic thing that they used to do in Italy a long time ago, and which sometimes bad teams still do. It's like, all right, we need to focus. They sequester the whole team in a hotel or at a training ground or at a hotel at the training ground if they have one. And all they do is train and just sit among themselves.
Yeah. Can't go home, can't see the family, nothing.
Yeah, it's like serious, like monk-like behavior. I never thought I would see this happen from, with Allegri. I'm really, really surprised. He thinks it's necessary. Look, they're paying the price for a lot of mistakes that were made earlier. I think he thought he could coach his way out of it.
I think he was very pretentious in the way he approached the whole season, I think.
Yeah, and to be credit to him, not coach his way out of it, I'll go and do the things I did at Juventus 5 years ago. He's not stupid. He knows it's not going to work. He thought he was going to go and teach his players, be more progressive, be more attacking. Against Sassuolo, I thought they played okay.
Yeah.
Against Verona, all right, it's tough, you're 2 goals down. But Verona outplayed them most of the game. Yeah. And it wouldn't have mattered, Dybala hitting the woodwork. None of that would have mattered. No. It still would have been an atrocious performance. Definitely. Credit to him, he puts the performance first ahead of the result. And he takes action. I don't know where they go out of this. They've made a huge financial commitment to Allegri.
Yeah.
I think they're going to necessarily give him time.
Yeah.
But it looks like a long, long road back at this stage.
And again, like against Sassuolo, they go a goal down, and then
2 goals down
two,
inside 15 minutes.
But then they can't react to it. No. Really, it's the worst defensive record at the moment for this season since 1961, 62, or 62, 63. They keep conceding goals. And well, at least the one thing I thought he could do was fixing that. He can't even fix that either.
Well, and you might also add, if you're unkind, they have the highest paid defender, maybe even the highest paid player in Serie A, and he's a center back, and he's not starting in many big games.
No.
Barcelona begin the post-Koeman era with a 1-1 draw against Alaves. Jules, Sergi's Barca looks a lot like Koeman's Barca, but I guess that's understandable, yeah?
It is understandable with the players that he has. I mean, he's taken 2 training sessions, I think it was, before the game.
There's nothing you can do with the lineup either. Everybody's injured.
Exactly.
His only decision is, do I start Coutinho or not?
I think Dembele is back now training, and he might be in contention for the Champions League game in midweek. Huge game, by the way, away in Kiev. But we didn't expect any magic from Sergi either. So let's see now what happens with Xavi, and that's our next question.
And shout out, by the way, to Piqué and Agüero. Piqué's injured. Yeah. Agüero especially. The scary stuff.
Yeah,
he was in hospital. Cardiac issues.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Xavi led Al Sadd, his team, to a 4-1 victory over Al Ahly. Gab, what is he waiting for? Why is this one?
Yeah, I've wondered the same thing. All those clever people are like, oh no, why are you being so hard on Barcelona? Everything's squared away with Xavi. He's definitely coming. Yeah, we keep saying that, right? People even said, oh, well, but he's got a clause. You can walk away at any time. Maybe he does. Maybe he doesn't want to. I think they have one more game left.
Yeah, that's it.
And then they have a long break until, I think, the end of December. Maybe that's what he's waiting for. I don't know. I would like a little more clarity. It wouldn't take much for him to say, or for Barcelona to say, hey, I'm going to finish my obligation the first half of the season with Al Sadd, and then I'm coming. These are the things that make me nervous. Lionel Messi spoke out in a long interview with Catalan Daily Sport today. Jules, he said he was never asked to play for free. Yeah. And it kind of bugged him that, in fact, he used the word that Barcelona president Joan Laporta was out of line when Laporta said, oh, I thought Messi would offer to play for free.
And remember, that was our reaction. It was like, really? Did he really say that? And I know there's a context around it in the way that Laporta said it at the time. But if you're Messi, you got the humps, I think, and rightly so. And this is a long interview. There's a lot of good things in it, but clearly that jumps out of when you read it, because he was like, "Really?" Look, come on, Laporta. We said this is not the Care Bear world.
Yeah, okay. So Laporta obviously foolish to essentially have a go at Messi or give something that Messi could go and point this out, because it just hurts Laporta and it hurts Barcelona. Equally though, I just imagine these two guys sitting across the table from each other, and they're saying, how are we going to square the books? And Messi be like, all right, if you ask me to play for free, he's thinking in his mind, if you ask me to play for free, I'll do it. And then the other one saying, ooh, I expect him to offer to play. Come on, man, what are we, children?
Exactly.
There's something bigger than you both. It's called Barcelona.
Exactly. Wild stuff in the Internal City on Sunday. Gab, Zlatan Ibrahimovic scores a free kick and wins a penalty. The free kick, by the way, is 400th professional goal, 22 years after his first one for Malmo. And Jose Mourinho does the question after the game, complains about lack of respect for his team. He was not impressed with the penalty that was given.
Yeah, he was not impressed with several ones. They had a penalty possibly shot on Felix.
And Ibra has a goal ruled out by offside, by the way, by VAR for offside, which was the right call.
Milan had 2 goals actually ruled out for offside. The Ibrahimovic penalty, you can rewatch this a million times and get a million different opinions. I have no problem. I thought it was.
But why did he go? Why is Ibanez going so strong like this? It's just crazy.
He's trying to win the ball. I mean, he's going to lose it. If he doesn't go strong, he's just going to bounce off of Ibra. Ibra's a giant cyborg.
But still, they don't barge into him like that, even if after you take the ball. It's a pen. It's a clear pen.
Yeah, I think the other one which really got him was at the end with Pellegrini and Simon Kjær. I thought Roma had a legitimate shout there. It doesn't change the fact that, Roma played poorly. They don't think they had a shot on target until halfway.
They started well.
First shot on target halfway through the second half. Tammy Abraham had a rough day. Mourinho made a big deal out of it. I'm not going to talk to the press because I want to be there next week. I don't want to be banned. But you're all Roma. And so he left without taking questions and not after saying Roma deserves more respect. Really bugs me, this term respect. It's not just, I'm just having to go Mourinho here, Mourinho fans. Everybody uses it.
Yeah.
Referees do the best job they can. Some of them suck. Some of them are good. Some of them might be...
Even good ones make mistakes.
Some of them might be bad referees. Some of them may be biased referees. But it's not a question of respect. What are you saying by respect? Respect means what? It means that I'm a bigger team with more fans, and so therefore I should get more marginal calls. What does that mean? I didn't like that. I have a ton of character. Yeah. And that is a credit to Mourinho. Beyond that, they're certainly not yet where he wants them to be.
And you saw the difference with Milan, who were very good, especially until the World Cup.
And Milan, who, by the way, also have 8 to 10 guys out.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN Plus.